Everyone, this is Mindy Eggen, and welcome back to the My Favorite Things YouTube channel. I thought I would take a break from my holiday card making and make a birthday card with the Happy Birthday blend and only use warm tones. Here's a look at that Happy Birthday blend stamp set and its coordinating die. It's been out for a while, but I thought it was just such a uniquely designed stamp set, and I really wanted to have some fun with it. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm going to die cut out these letters first, or these two words, the Happy Birthday, just placing them on some 80-pound white cardstock. Doesn't have to be straight when you're die cutting it. Now, once I die cut them out, I'm saving my negative piece and I'm flipping it over and placing these die cut words back into that area. I'm going to take some Post-it tape and place that tape all the way across. So I'm kind of doing a die cut inlay, but I'm going to end up removing these later. I just want these held in place for when I do my stamping. I just thought this was a lot easier for getting them lined up straight. So I place this whole piece into my MISTI tool and I am going to stamp these first set of letters. You can see that it does skip a couple letters, so you could do some masking of letters and do a rainbow or really just any color combination. At first when I was stamping this, I thought I would do kind of a Valentine's themed type of card because my daughter's birthday is in February, but I ended up kind of changing my mind as I went. This first color I'm stamping in is Red Hot from My Favorite Things. Once I stamp that first set of letters, I'm bringing in the A and the P. So this is one stamp, the A and the P. It's connected, it's all one stamp. And after I line that up, I'm stamping this one in Poppin' Pink. When I'm lining up these letters, I'm really looking at towards the top of the letters, making sure that there's just a little bit of white space for my die cut that I have there. So that's what's making it really nice and easy for me to line everything up. Now this next set of letters I also stamped in that Red Hot ink, and the second set of letters that I lined up here I am stamping once again in Poppin' Pink. So after I stamped everything, I removed that Post-it tape, and then my die cut words can just pop right out. And I think this is such a cool look with these letters overlapping. And so because I die cut first and then did my stamping, you could see that I had a perfect even margin around my letters. Now I'm taking one of my favorite stencils from My Favorite Things, which is the Watercolor Wash Freeform. I think this is such a great design and I love using it. I am placing it on my Make Art station using 80-pound white cardstock, holding that stencil down with my magnets. And I first ink blended with lemon drop ink and then came in with candied yam. So once I have this blended, I'm going to just remove those magnets and I'm going to leave my front of my card as is. I'm not even going to trim it down. I wanted to add a couple cute little critters around my sentiment, and I found these cute little puppies from the Pile of Fun stamp set. Now, MFT has a ton of really cute critters, so anything would really work. I just loved the simplicity of these. So I stamped them on 80-pound cardstock with the MFT Extreme Black ink, and then I'm coloring them in some warm grays with my Copic markers. I am using W4, W2, and W0, and notice I am leaving most of the dog white. I just wanted to add a little bit of shadow area to the one side. Then I'm going to take the coordinating die for each of these, line up those dies, hold them in place with my Post-it tape, and die cut those out. Since my card is pretty plain and simple, I decided I was going to pop everything up. So I am lining the back of the Happy Birthday with foam squares. I'm starting first using the placement of my birthday to kind of get everything centered. So I just made sure that it was as centered and as straight as possible and placed that down. And then I'm going to bring in the word happy. I lined that with foam squares as well. A couple of foam squares I had to trim down to fit behind the Y and the H, and then I could place that above the birthday, and I'm kind of lining it up in between the B and the Y. Then I can bring in my cute little puppies that I have. I also added foam squares to the back of those, so I kind of already had planned out where he was going to go, and I love this one that's crouching, so I placed him towards the top there. I have enough room with the Ys there to fit him in that corner, and then this little one sitting I added at the beginning there by the B. So there we have my Happy Birthday blend card using some warm colors, which is a really nice change up to all the seasonal cards I was doing. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.